Hi everyone, today we're going to be talking about Coppercab and his latest video entitled that All Conservatives Are Sexist and Racist. Very interesting stuff coming up. Stay tuned. So Coppercab is known as one of the most liberal YouTubers you can possibly find, and on top of that he seems to have a lot of psychological issues. Now before Coppercab got a name for himself, he had his own following and it was pretty strong. Now Coppercab is a lot of things, and I don't want to really dive into it quite yet. You really have to watch a Coppercab video to really understand just how disturbed this young man really, truly is. One of his first videos, I remember him getting very upset talking about ginger kids and relating to one of the South Park episodes that they did, and he was very upset. And I didn't necessarily disagree with him on that particular video.
It really irritates me. South Park would say that red-haired people don't have souls, okay?
Red-haired people don't have souls.
Because we do.
We do have souls, alright? And lately, I've been called a ginger. A fat ginger.
Gingers have souls!
Gingers have souls!
You don't know me.
You don't know me.
You're not God.
You're not God.
However, since his popularity has skyrocketed, I'll show you a little bit of what Gavin McInnes is about.
And good luck with that fucking complexion, man. What are those, gin blossoms?
Girls can't play, by the way. Why can't girls play football? There's another question. They're not allowed in the NFL. I wonder why that is.
Because it would be abusive. It's the same reason we don't want them in combat, because it would be sadistic. Why don't you put your arms down? Let's see those puppies hang. They look like the first girl I fucked when I was 15. Okay, if there's nothing wrong, then put the camera on those and just go like this. Nothing wrong with that? No. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't get this. Men didn't have tits when I was a kid. You guys wearing your swim shirts and everything? We never had swim shirts because we didn't have tits. When did men get tits?
I don't have tits, Kevin.
Is it the chicken? Is it estrogen in milk? Why are tits everywhere all of a sudden? Oh, great.
Piece of shit, Kevin. You think there's estrogen in milk?
I think there's estrogen in cows. Cum face.
It's not woman's milk!
Oh my god!
As you can see, Gavin McInnes is one of those people that don't really, blend well with these type of people. And he's also known to get under the skin of these type of people. It's actually quite comical if you look at some of his earlier stuff with Coppercab. You can see why they keep doing videos together, because they do get a mass amount of hits just based on the content alone. So without further ado, I want to begin playing the video of Coppercab entitled All Conservatives Are Sexist and Racist, which I find highly offensive. But nevertheless, here it is.
You know, I know what it is that you're doing. You're trolling an entire party, an entire group of people that's worked extremely hard to get where they are.
Yeah, because conservatives don't have a mind of their own or anything like that. We, usually just take what any celebrity says and just run with it. Yeah, that's what we do. Conservatives are known for actually reading bills before they're passed, or getting to know a politician before we elect them. Very important to understand. Liberals don't seem to know anything about Hillary Clinton, but for some reason they seem to vote for her anyway, despite the whole Pizzagate thing. Besides Benghazi and the countless amount of strikes she has against her, liberals just seem to want to ignore this. That's why I consider myself slightly more conservative than I do liberal.
You're trolling them all. Hell, I'm not conservative. There's not an ounce of blood in me that's conservative.
Clearly.
But it gets my blood boiling when I see people like you making everybody look bad.
You see the temper in this kid? Obviously he's got some psychological issues. He can't even calm his own stuff. Maybe he's doing it just to get followers and views. Maybe, I don't know. His initial video with him losing his temper seemed to have got a lot of views, so I assume that he's either right messed up or he's doing it just to make sure he keeps his subscribers and his views going strong.
You're mocking gays everywhere.
He's not really mocking anybody there, Coppercab. Honestly, he is gay. So how can you mock gay people when you are gay?
I went on the Gavin McInnes show earlier. I will post that interview tomorrow or today. And he said some of the most despicable things to me.
You're despicable.
He's a bully. He's nothing more. All of you are nothing more than bullies in the back of the bus that are getting laughed at and clapped, and you know, people are just supporting you in your little facades and your little pissant little fucking things or whatever you call them.
Bullies in the back of the bus. See, a lot of times, like weak people like this, weak-minded people like this, or weak-willed people, they will feel like they're being bullied just because someone has an opposite opinion of them. So in this case, Coppercab and McGinnis, they have their own, you know, conversations going back and forth. Again, quite comical. But at the same time, you have to understand that every time that he makes any kind of point whatsoever, he just feels smaller and smaller. It's basically because Coppercab can't measure up to Gavin McInnes, his intelligence. Gavin McInnes is someone that takes him apart piece by piece every single time, and he can't, you know, possibly defend himself because he's simply not smart enough. It's that simple. So, as far as McInnes, you know, making him look stupid, he just feels more stupid. So he feels like he's being bullied. For anybody that remembers elementary school, that one bully in class, you can always outwit him because he's really stupid. So, like, the general concept or idea of a bully is someone that is too stupid and relies on physical strength to bully. So McGinnis, you know, he does say some outrageous things, tries to get him, you know, all his feathers ruffled or whatever. But I don't see him as a bully at all. I see him as just someone that's easily outwitting Coppercab at every turn, every single turn.
I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna stand for it. No. Gavin McInnes had the gall to tell me that currently there's really no such thing as a rape culture.
Oh, here we fucking go.
Well, I have something to tell you, Gavin! You know the thing that happened over in Germany with the refugees? I honestly want to say that I feel like every day, the things that happen, the things that occur on college campuses are much worse!
So there is such a rape culture on college campuses that it's much worse than the serious rape crisis that's going on in Germany right now. This is alarming. Anybody that's done their homework when it comes to what's going on in Germany right now, like, it's quite alarming that a liberal actually thinks this. And I really, really hope that's not every liberal, because this percentage of the population can't be this stupid. I like to believe that.
Every day, the things that happen, the things that occur on college campuses are much worse than anything that has happened in Germany.
It's worse than anything that's happened in Germany? Really? That is a fucking statement. That is a statement. Oh my god.
And it fucking infuriates me that there are people like you that exists and that you are allowed to have an audience.
You have over 300,000 subscribers and you're this dumb. So, it doesn't infuriate me that you have the audience that you do, Coppercab. It doesn't infuriate me. It concerns me. I assume that a major percentage of your subscribers or listeners are simply watching you to have some kind of entertainment, something to laugh at you for. Because personally speaking, like, I've watched a few of your videos and 9 times out of 10 I'm simply just laughing at you.
And then you try to tell women to shut up. And yet you claim you're for freedom of speech. Isn't that a conservative thing? The right to bear arms, the right to go and shoot whatever I want, because I'm a big old conservative. Yeah, oh, I'm a man. Oh yeah, I'm a man. I'm Gavin McInnes. Oh my God, let my big old man.
Here's someone that bashes people for mocking anybody when they're not really mocking anybody. And the first thing he does, 9 times out of 10, is mocking other people. It's not funny. Alright, you're not a comedian there, Coppercab. You don't make me laugh. You just make me feel sorry for you.
Let me tell you something, Gavin. You got another thing coming. And I'm not gonna let you make fun of people like my Meemaw, okay?
I feel so sorry for this guy's grandmother. Like, she must be rolling her eyes on a constant basis. But grandmothers are usually supportive. Oh, well, you know, he's making a career out of him, you know, out of his views. He's such a sweet boy, blah, 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 blah. But he's not really. He's one of those people that lives with his grandmother and like screams at her nonstop. You know, those type of people. Check this shit out.
I'm handling something right now, Meemaw. Shit!
It's like the gay Biff Tannen.
She shouldn't be interrupting me that way. I'm trying to make a point. Look, the fact of the matter is, rape culture is a thing, and it happens every day on college campuses, and it's coming to an end because I am gonna make my entire channel dedicated to bringing you all down, Rebel Media.
I don't think Rebel Media has anything to worry about, seeing that most of their conversations are sound, and most of their opinions are sound. Unfortunately, the gay Biff Tannen over here doesn't really have that type of mentality. And as far as people, you know, feeling sorry for you more than anything, or find you comical, or find you someone to laugh at, I really don't think you're going to make, you know, a dent in, you know, Rebel Media's popularity. People are going to unsubscribe to Gavin McInnes because you're losing your shit like you usually do. You seem like a child that just flies off the handle.
You know, Sargon of Akkad.
Shut the fuck up!
Coppercab has recently gone transgender. And it is quite comical when you hear Gavin McInnes sort of, you know, deal with him. So I have no problems with him being transgender. But do you see the mental issues when it comes to, you know, some transgender people? There's no question in my mind that transgender is, in fact, a mental problem. In fact, Johns Hopkins has stated it as a medical fact over and over again. But, you know, liberals don't really want to admit that. They want to nitpick their science and just pretend that that doesn't exist, when it actually does. So that's the end of the video. And as you can see, this young man has a lot of mental issues and a lot of problems when it comes to anger management. Clearly, he needs to seek some kind of help, like he really does. So Coppercab, if you're listening, I don't really mean to offend you too much. I just don't think that you speak for all liberals. I know a lot of liberal people that, you know, make you seem like a child. Like, let's face it. So I don't want you to take things too seriously, take my words too seriously if you're listening. You don't seem like someone that really has it together. You seem to lose your temper constantly and fly off the handle, and like your poor grandmother. Like, so that's my advice to you if you're listening there, Coppercab. Please seek some kind of mental help. I think that might help you in a lot of ways, especially when it comes to, you know, you changing your gender. You know, I'm afraid that you're going to, you know, lop something off, you know, and then later on change your mind. You just seem like that sort of person. So I do feel for you. And now people out there that like to judge me on my videos, and there are a lot of you out there, like you can call me a cuck or whatever like that. But when it comes down to it, I do care for people, and I care for, like, basically everybody, whether they're stupid or not, or whether they're misled or not. I care for all people. And if, like, I even care for you, even though you're probably going to be ripping the shit out of this video, like, have at her. I can fucking care less. That's all I have to say about it for now, anyway. Maybe I'll do a part 2 if Coppercab responds to this, or if Gavin McInnes does. Either way, I'm always up for discussion, up for debate. But that being said, I have a book. It's called the Book of Neophyte. It's the first part of a 10-part series. Big ol' 600-page first starter. It is available on Amazon and Chapters Indigo and everywhere else you can possibly imagine. So pick that up. If not, you can check out my website at thebookofneophyte.com. You can find it right there. It's sexy. It's looking good. So take a look at it. If you would like a free copy of my first book, The Awakening, the one you just saw there, all you have to do is message me in the email below in the description, and I'll send you out a free copy. All you have to do is subscribe, like, share, whatever. Be a part of the community. Always welcome comments, please. I'd like to know what you think about this. So, yeah, that's all I have to say on the issue. So, once again, my name is Stephen Alexander, and thanks for watching, guys.